I got that sun got that sun behind me right now. But you know what? I call my brother son because he shine like one. Please believe. That was my old videos. Anyway, I want to touch bases with y'all today. Remember when I was talking about in some of those? I'm going to try to block the sun a little bit with my head. Remember what I was talking about when I was talking about how discomfort brings along change and growth? Yeah, that's happening right now. In this climate right now, what's happening is that there's this pressure that's being applied. And we know who's applying the pressure. We know all these forces that are trying to apply this pressure. And you know what happens when you apply pressure, like when you apply pressure to rocks? That there's that diamond underneath there. You know what I mean? Like you apply pressure and you could squeeze out of a rose out of a concrete street. I don't know if it really happens that way, but I know for sure with the fact that you apply pressure to craft, to shape things, to mold things. And that's what's happening right now. So I want to just give you some words of encouragement. It's going to be a short video. Words of encouragement. Sometimes what you see and what's happening is going to cause other folks to not settle anymore, to not be comfortable anymore, and to start fighting back and start getting things in order and start making things happen. And that's not a bad thing. You see what happened with the folks over there in, I think it's in China, where they weren't allowed to get these chips from the AI or the chip producer, NVIDIA. And so what they did was they decided, now, whether or not it's true or not, I don't know, there's different stories out there, but they claim that they used some old chips and they created their own AI. And for like fractions on the dollar, these US companies are working on AI and they're spending hundreds of billions of dollars to create this AI. Over in China, if it's true, these cats took old chips and created their own AI for like $5 or $6 million, blowing the US tech companies out of the freaking water. Like, hey, you know what? You're not going to give us that opportunity? You're not going to allow us to be at the table or sit at the table? Well, you know what? We're going to figure out what we got to do, and we're going to take the old pieces and we're going to put this all together, and boom, we create our joint. And what did they do? They wiped off nearly $500 billion, I think, no, not even, it's like $1 trillion in value in these tech stocks. So it's almost like that David and Goliath story. Like what's going on right now in our country? Oh, we got this Goliath thing going on, right? Cats up there like, hey man, we gonna do whatever we want to do. Don't matter. We gonna hurt all types of groups. It don't matter. We gonna keep our groups together, but we gonna hurt all these other groups. We're gonna hurt everybody. We're gonna change up. We're gonna disrupt the system. And there's folks out there. Remember I was talking about that cruelty just yesterday. There's folks out there like, yeah. Let's hurt people. Let's put people in pain. Let's have them suffer. But see, maybe you don't know the story about David and Goliath. And we'll get through that one time. Because again, like I said, it's going to be a short video because the man got to go out there and go to the park. But David and Goliath, go look it up. Go look it up. You can come with all the mighty and the power and the strength and all the other stuff. But underneath that, there's these things that's festering. There's folks that you underestimated. You didn't pay attention to. You didn't want to give those opportunities to. And then they finally got fed up. And when the tables turn, not going to be a good thing. And you're starting to see that right now. You're seeing people starting to get fed up. They're getting pushed out of their comfort zone. They know they got to do something. And a lot of times, there's things that you never saw, you never thought, just like with the Chinese folks. And then it upends you, and then you look stupid. Then you catch the bottom of the barrel. Just because you wanted to take advantage and you wanted to be the one who benefited, right? So, words of encouragement. Don't look at this thing as like, hey, it's the worst in the world. Just think to yourself that you get fed up. Maybe there's some things that you got to start changing in your life to get you on the other side. And once you get on the other side, then you'll start seeing that a lot of those folks that were looking at you a certain way and they thought that you couldn't contribute, they thought that you weren't beneficial, all of a sudden they're going to be the ones that's right there on the bottom groveling. And they're going to have that disadvantage. And then they're going to see what it feels like. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to the park. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.